All right, Storm Herald combo. What is that? Well, Jund, for starters, just to get the jargon down, is this color combination of green, black, and red. Storm Herald here refers to this card, 3/2 with haste. When this enters the battlefield, return any number of aura cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Return any number of aura cards from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to creatures you control. Exile those auras at the beginning of your next end step. If auras would leave the battlefield, exile them instead of putting them into your graveyard from anywhere. So, this deck is looking to put Prodigious Growth, Mark of the Vampire, Ancestral Mask, and Setessan Training into the graveyard. And then we're looking to floop a Storm Herald into play to then attach a bunch of these to it and attack for a giant lethal amount. This gives trample, so you have a little bit of evasion, and the rest of this pumps them up. Now, how are we getting things in our graveyard? We've got Binding of the Titans to fill our graveyard. We've got Calls the Dead to fill the graveyard. We've got Thrill and Tormenting Voice to kind of shift through cards in our deck to help us find our Storm Herald consistently. We've got Stitcher Supplier, and we've got some Omens of the Dead here, which can allow us to pick Storm Herald back up out of our bin when we mill it over, or if our opponent's able to kill it. Now, one thing I really like out of the sideboard of this deck is if you look here, we've got 4 Cacophony and 4 Setessan Champion in the sideboard here to allow us to pivot to kind of a more mid-rangey enchantments deck if we expect our opponent to bring in a lot of creature removal in the matchups that we're playing post-board. So that's the rough idea. Let's go ahead and dive on into a historic constructed event here and play some games and see how it goes. Thanks for the 34 months, Typhonex. I appreciate that. Welcome back. For folks that are out there enjoying historic content, 1 week from today, we'll have the inaugural Hooglandia Open, which is going to be historic format for the first one on April 12th. If you're interested in playing in that, it's a free entry fee to all of my subscribers here on Twitch. You simply need to have a historic deck and the day available, and you importantly need to be able to stream your matches to Discord. So you don't need to set up a Twitch streaming account. You don't need to fiddle with OBS. You need to be able to join the Hooglandia Discord server and click Go Live in one of the channels when asked. My plan is to, every single round, I am going to pick 3 feature matches. And those feature matches will join one general channel. And then Christy, my wife, is going to assign them to specific channels where they will all go live in. And then we'll start with one match from the start, and then we'll pick up one of the other 2 still going if the first match finishes quickly. It is not filled up. I don't think we're going to fully fill. I think between it being Easter Sunday and requiring people to stream to Discord and just it being a big time commitment in general, I think there's a chance we don't hit the full 256. Opponent kind of looking here like, what in the heck's going on? Yes, yeah, you're encouraged to watch if you're playing in the tournament. Obviously not if you're in the match being featured, but other than that, we're mostly working on the honor system for this one as far as ghosting goes for the main feature match, just because the prizes aren't super significant. This is mostly a proof of concept tournament. If you make the finals of the tournament, you should expect to play 11 matches. It is not going to be a short day if you do well. The tournament is, however, double elimination. So if you don't do well, it will be a shorter time commitment. I'm going to lead on Calls the Dead here because Binding of the Titans can pick back up the creature out of our bin. Do I want to make a zombie here? I think I probably do. It will be an incredibly long day for me personally. If you don't have that day available, I'm hoping this tournament goes smoothly, and then I'm planning to make it a monthly occurrence. If your internet is not capable of streaming consistently to Discord, I'm going to ask that you do not join the tournament. Which is an unfortunate reality, but it is what it is. Until Arena has a full spectator mode, being able to stream consistently to Discord is going to be a requirement to play in the tournament. We probably have lethal if we get to oh, next turn. We can next turn with the Omen, right? Shoot, yeah, hopefully they tap out here. Oh, wait. I had this in play already, right? I might have missed lethal. No, there are only 3 in here, right? If you're capable of streaming with OBS, you are definitely capable of streaming to Discord. Discord is way less resource intensive than it's less resource intensive than streaming to Twitch. You should test being able to stream at 720p 30 FPS. There's some quality settings in the Discord. If you can't do 1080, that's fine. They might have an Erebos' intervention here and might be exiling our graveyard. Here's the question. Do I YOLO it if they don't tap out? If they don't tap out, we're definitely YOLOing it, right? Woo! Touchdown! Da, 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 da. GG! So this is how we do. I always love when the meme gets to do the thing right away. Trigger. Casual 30. You're capable of streaming on your laptop with an intergrave graveyard. Perfect. Yeah, it's 720 is fine. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know if this deck is good, chat, but it's certainly great. All right, against the Grixis control deck, I'm supposed to pivot off of this, right? I'm supposed to try and grind them down post-board. That's like super clean. Yeah, they could have graveyard hate too, even. What do we think of this? Pivot. I think I leave this in as just like a 3-2 with haste. I'll have like some Setessan trainings in there. I'll leave training and mask in. They could have 3-mana Ashiok too. Yeah. This was such a great addition to this format. Really, really love this one. Really? We took my thrill of the possibility. Huh. I think I lead on this. I think I want to wait on Champion to see if I can try and get a land the same turn. Ellis Stone, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Plenty of enchantments in there for the next Calls the Dead. Nikki B. And they know about this one, right? Perfect. Ain't need no scry. Crunch, crunch. Two threes are worrisome. Why not use Ancestral Mask to kill the Nicol Bolas? Because that's not what Ancestral Mask does. Ancestral Mask does not count itself. Is an important distinction to make. Yeah, it counts their enchantments, but not itself. It is an old Magic card. It's not something that they would template in that way in today's Magic, I don't think. Yeah, old Magic cards, yep. Lol, old Magic cards. Wow, they exiled our second Maelstrom Pulse. It's a tilter. Feel like we're dead here. Guess I'm gonna do this and play a tapped land and like hope their hand is bad. If they have a removal spell for this, I'm gonna concede. I think I'm happy with our board plan. Going on, Apparatus, yep. For the foreseeable future, I will be here on the weekends. Tap lands have a very real cost, Pengu power. And like the amount of time it takes you to set up the amount of time it takes you to set up and mana, like using Memorial, is really high. Need a third land pretty bad here. Swing and a miss. Gosh, didn't find a creature either. That's super unfortunate. I don't know what that card does, Skunky Blitz, and as always, I'd encourage you to tell us why a card is good, rather than us trying to tell you why a card is bad. We did the thing match 1, game 1. We cracked them for 30 on turn 5. Okay. Oh-ho. We're halfway there. Oh-ho. Don't ritual soot me. I want to not lose my board now. Oh-ho. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, we might be able to grind them out from here. I agree. Those are great draws. Well, that's a great draw. This one not so much. That's a great draw. Hey, Pixevil, thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Do I want to scry on my upkeep? It makes this smaller. I'm gonna go for it. I should go for it, right? They could have a removal spell here. We could get like cast down or something, but I think I'm supposed to try and make them have it. Delicious. Delicious, chat. That was sick. That was real good. Most excellent. Good range there. Got to combo them game 1. Pivoted post board. Got to win. Got to win with the fair game plan. Fold like 3 Storm Heralds in a row for packs. Maybe they'll have some use. Yeah, this deck seems neat. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to bottom the Prodigious Growth. Actually, I'm going to bottom a land, right? I really don't need 4 lands. Yeah, we might hit something that lets us discard this and be okay with it. There's a good chance this could draw us a land too, even, right? Calls the Dead's a decent mill, because it means this Calls the Dead will have something we don't mind exiling, which is great. Busy, 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 busy. Busy, 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 busy. Oh gosh, Tricky Dick is really good against us, huh? Yeah, I think the Jund Dino deck is great. If you want to see my preferred iteration of Jund Dinos, it's one of the many decks you can find up on my website. Got a build of it there. All right, well, Storm Herald is very lethal at any point, and we actually haven't flipped one over yet. So like we're over 10% to find one. Yeah, and we get a bunch of scries. Now, unfortunately, the scries don't help us for an additional turn. So the scrying, unfortunately, means we have to survive 2 turns, which might be possible with our blockers, the fact that we're going to gain 3 or 4 life. If they attack with Kumena Speaker here, I think I'm going to chump block and gain 4. Nah, I'm just going to wait. Never didn't have it. I could count, but like, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah, definitely didn't need to count. Oh god, this deck is great. This is delicious. I don't care if this deck's good or not. It's a treat. This deck is super attackable, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think we hard pivot either. Maelstrom Pulse could be worth entertaining. Agonizing Remorse could be worth entertaining. Some Agonizing Remorse to clear Merfolk Trickster out of their hand, or like a Brazen Borrower, I feel like is probably what I want. Because I don't expect them to have a lot of interaction, so I don't think we want a full pivot, but I expect them to have like a little bit. Maelstrom Pulse could also be a good one to board in because it kills any graveyard hate they might have while also being live if they don't have graveyard hate. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring in the 3 discards. I'm gonna trim one enchant creature and a couple of tormenting voices and bring in the remorses. I feel like these 2-3 lands is like always a keep. If you feel otherwise, discuss in chat why you feel otherwise. We can talk about it. That is true. With Trickster, we do have the ability to spread enchantments around, potentially. They have Unsummon. That's good to know about. Come on, Storm Herald. Gosh, that's super unfortunate. Poker face, poker face, ma. We can theoretically have a lethal Storm Herald next turn if we don't die here. The Merfolk deck's really good. The Merfolk's another deck that's up on my website. Find my variation of that. If you've been stumped about sweet historic decks to play, jeffoglin.com's got you covered. I think I'm gonna stick to my board plan. I don't know. If I was on the draw for this game, I might board in the Maelstrom Pulses, and maybe I was supposed to have them on the draw there. I think on the play, I just want to be linear and have a little bit of discard. Marrow Regery was a big upgrade to the Merfolk deck. Super unfortunate hands here without second lands. Hands are just like really powerful, but just no land means I can't keep them. What if your problem is too many sweet historic decks to play? Well, thankfully for you, you should be doing a lot of sitting around inside right now, so. Two months? I've played many of your decks in PTQs because they are good, but no one expects it. Thanks for the 2 months, The Flash. Welcome back. Well, hopefully they attack and I get to block. I would love for the Citrus Supplier to get to die. Flip over. We drew the Storm Herald, so like, if we flip over some good ones with the Citrus Supplier, we could potentially kill them. I kind of expect them not to attack, though. Yeah. Yeah, Pulse is a fine card to bring in. It's just a good card in general. Like, sometimes a 2-for-1s, but often just does at least a little something. Double Regery is such a beating. Come on, all the Ancestral Masks. They're pausing, so like they could have an unsummon or they could have a spell pierce here. They unsummoned my Citrus Supplier, so they have another unsummon them. They must have another one, right? Or they have like a Merfolk Trickster. I believe they have another piece of interaction here, but we're just dead, so I can't. Yep. Matchup seems hard. It's impressive that, like, we mulliganed to 4 and actually got to execute our game plan there, right? Like, we started on 4 cards that game and, like, actually got to execute what we wanted to do still. Yeah. The shuffler is as rigged as the earth is flat. Hashtag never forget. So, Storm Herald, if you look at it, is what we call a delayed trigger. So, the Storm Herald losing abilities does not prevent it from exiling the enchantments at end of turn, because the enchantments exiling at end of turn is dictated upon them coming into play, not text on that card existing later. You're thinking of merchant, like a salesperson, not mertcan. Unfortunate we didn't hit our 3rd land there, is what it is. Do we have enchantments in here that are lethal? We don't either, right? That's super rough. Our mills have been real bad too. I should definitely consider being luckier. You are not wrong. It was a strong line. Okay. If we don't get cleaved and we hit another decent one here, we could be fine. That being said, like, they always have cleaves, so, like, you know, if we don't get cleave, it's a really big ask in Magic right now. Is this another tried and true tank kill you out of a mono red player? Feels like the patented tank kill you. Please just activate your castle. Please just activate your castle. Please just activate your castle. All right, come on, calls the dead. Hit me, dealer. Yeah, puppy! Don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Puppy! You love to see it, chat. You love to see it. This deck is phenomenal. This deck's been wonderful. If you're just joining us, that wasn't a first time thing. We've been doing that every match and it's been great. Do I want Maelstrom Pulse? Can I just click submit? Am I allowed to click submit? I could see boarding in Maelstrom Pulse. I agree, Dwight. I'm glad that after I told you I didn't think I wanted to play this, that I reassessed. Thank you for poking me. I appreciate you. Like I said, pretty sure that binding into Calls the Dead is just like 100% to keep if you can cast them, regardless of what the other cards are. I also like when we hit an easy deck of the day, and I've still got 2 more left to go. Makes that choice nice and simple. Well, that's the thing. I could maybe get punished for this, but I'm going to take both instants and sorceries out of their bin here to shrink these G2s potentially. If they have 2 cheap instants and sorceries to play, we get into a little bit of trouble. But, wow, that's awful. Yikes. So I want to stack that so that one goes away first, so that way when we don't hit anything else, we can, So I'm dead if I don't hit a blocker. So I think I want a Rootbound Crag and then leave up double black in case I hit double Stitcher Supplier. And then they have Run Brother Rich here, so we are dead, unfortunately. Oh, that's a good thought. Yeah, maybe that is best. I didn't think about casting our spell. Yeah, that's a good, because we don't mind it being in the graveyard, right? Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000% should have just suited up the zombie and hope for the best. Cross our fingers. We could even just, like, trade it with their 4-3. To be fair, I expect more sagas to gain borderless options. This did not have a borderless option when it first came out. It is the first one to get one. If I'm being above the board, I forgot this card at a casting cost. I forgot this card at a casting cost. Yeah, let's just be clear. I made the wrong play. I forgot it had a casting cost. All right, Calls the Dead. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. You love to see it, chat. You love to see it, chat. If this is really good next turn, we can kill them on 4. If it's kind of medium, I get to churn through these and then hopefully kill them on 5. Okay. Shocking might be wrong here. It lets us bluff removal, though, too, so they might not push all in. We could die this turn. One of these has got to be a cleave, right? Please just cast a Bone Crusher Giant. Please just cast a Bone Crusher Giant. That's lethal. Yeah. 4, 6, 9. Damn, she's fine. Boy, let me suck it to you one more time. Getting red. Getting red, getting red, getting red. Rough. Yeah, we were dead even without the shock there. For sure. Steam Kid doing Steam Kid things. Yep. That, you know, honestly, if there was a contest for like most aptly named Magic the Gathering cards, I think Steam Kid would be towards the top, right? Like what it's called and what it does are just like so on point. So it was incredibly likely that my opponent had a shock there, Stegall. So I was attempting to set up a board state where I had 2 creatures I could split my enchantments among. So I elected to play around a shock, which in turn left me dead to them having a flurry of spells there. But I think I'm happy with my line. You can always find the current deck list by checking out the Stream Decker overlay or typing !deck in chat. This is a sweet viewer submission. Almost everything we play on this stream are decks that viewers have sent in. This deck cannot beat Mono Blue. All right, that makes that easy. There are decks that we're trying to optimize in the competitive sense. And then there's decks that we're just trying to do the thing. This is the latter. Is there a way to see the Grixis aggro list for later? Yeah, you can always type !deck queue to get to my website, which has the decks in it that are upcoming today and later on this week. Never forget, chat, the shuffler is as rigged as the earth is flat. The truth is out there, sheeple. I'm gonna do this now, so I don't risk it getting counterspelled against a blue deck. Username checks out, Shuffler confirmed broken. But I read on Reddit. Yeah, like not only do they have counter spells to counter our one card that we need to stick, but they also have like unsummons and stuff, right? Hey, Chevry, thanks for 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Wouldn't be here day in and day out without folks like you. All right, well, there's 2 Ancestral Masks. So There's a low chance that they tap out again with Teferi, but if they do tap out... Oh, I don't have Trample yet. That's unfortunate, he says before he finds Trample. Oh, I had a Saga in exile? Yeah, I should have exiled the Saga. You are correct. I agree. Missed the Saga. Are you about to get Grafdiggers caged? All right. This is a matchup we can win with our pivot for sure. Okay, let's do it. Cage is not Storm Herald. That is correct. You are right, chat. We do not care about Cage. Yep. Unlike Mono Blue, where they're going to be able to still counter our pivot plan with their counter spells and flash creatures, this archetype's more about grinding. So our grindy plan is good. Am I discarding Storm Herald here? I think that's the play, huh? I also don't really expect them to take Thrill of Possibility, so we'll let them discard first and see what they do. I assume we're going to lose a Setessan Champion. All right, chat, they're scared. They're scared, chat. Rats, no fourth land, very unlucky.
I know my responsibility. Trust me, I have a plan.
Beats our sideboard plan. How?
This might be a bad idea.
Yeah, removal spells. A damage-based removal only works if we only have a single creature. That is correct, Dows. When the trigger resolves, you pick where they go. Yeah, but the champion growing isn't like strictly the reason why you're playing it. You're mostly playing champion because it draws cards and like they can't undo the card draws.
Hold that thought.
Man, I really hope they try an Uthakaya, this champion. That would just be like totes perfect. Just like, you love to see it. Yeah, I think I actually take the Storm Herald here. Because the enchantments it brings back draw cards with this. I think I actually want these lands too. some good clean living right there. Casual, draw 4, no big. Maybe I can get by. Yeah, I probably could have sent Champion at their face there. I think I could have sent Champion at their face. I think I want to attack 3 at Teferi so they can't save him with a single removal spell, but I should have. I should have sent one at their face there. This one's super hot, Voltic. I think I'm going to be greedy with Thrill and ditch a land again. How is this Dexy? It's been a lot of fun. Sideboard playing seemed pretty real too, which is great. That's annoying. In block, rats. Everybody's been playing into our Omen of the Dead so far today. Me too, Dwight. They got the fear of Omen in them. Okay, unless they have Time Wipe, we're in a pretty good spot. Shatter, sure. No, I mean, I think we're still fine. Like, Time Wipe was the card we didn't want because Time Wipe leaves them the Dream Trawler, but like, Shatter means they don't have a threat. Like, they're down to chat. Do you see how many cards are in my hand right now? Do any of you are people missing the number of cards I currently have in hand? Because I'm not, and it's wonderful, but... Oh, you know what? I should have done this first, right? Papi! Oh, Papi! That one. That's it there. Draw 2. Don't know about you, but I'm gonna draw 2. We're down to 15 cards in our deck right now, so like that might become a concern at some point, but for now I'm just enjoying myself and going with the flow, okay? If anything, we need to draw more cards, right? Big agree. They did brick. Well, I mean, they drew Oath, right? I think I can afford to draw at least a couple more here. Can I afford to Binding of the Titans? Binding of the Titans mills me 5. 4, it draws a card, plus it mills 3. I mean, like, there's 11 cards in my deck. I feel like if decking's a real concern... There's still 2 Ancestral Mask in our deck, too. Hey, Admain, thanks for 37 months. Welcome back. Like, I feel like if decking's a concern, we probably are losing the game. Like, we're gonna win this game in the next 4 to 5 turns, right? Like, if this game goes longer than 4 to 5 turns, we're not winning. I think is the plan. So I'm not going to play a second Binding here, obviously, but I think the first one is fine. Yes, we want to exile Trawler and something else that they could Conquer's Death. Okay, so they're going to eat one of my 2/2s here. Oh. Sure. Yikes. They don't have enough mana for their sweeper this turn. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Oh, chat, everything went so terribly wrong, chat. Oh no! We were doing so well. So wait, there's 2 Ancestral Masks. Are both of my last cards Ancestral Mask here, or did I board those out? I don't think I boarded Mask out, right? Did I board 2 out? Can I win if those aren't masks? So I like attack here, and then I attack here, and then I only have 2 more attack steps that way. If I thrill and they're masks, they die. I think I might have boarded them. I don't know. Let's find out. All right. Well, we know how that worked out. All right. So we should leave masks in. We should leave masks in. Only one way to find out. Yeah, Ashiok got us in the post-board game, but not in the way that I was expecting Ashiok to get us. Man, our opening hands have been such stains. Good lord. I guess I keep this, and I'm gonna bottom these 2 and just like hope to draw a land. Hey, X-Vin. Thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, skillfully milled 3 non-lands there. Let's draw a land, huh? Skillfully milled 3 non-red sources. We'll draw a red source next turn. Never forget, this stream was pre-recorded in front of a live Twitch audience. A true skill channel. Are they dead next turn? Pretty close to it, right? It's been hilarious, Wargy. I feel like we've run a little bit bad, but even without running bad, like, even with running bad, we've, like, drawn a lot of sweet cards. Alright, alright. Come on, Calls the Dead. Stack up some goodies. Are they dead? So they're at 20. They're at 22. And this would be this. And this. It's only those, right? So this is only 11. Right? I have this, so it's 13. 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we really wanted to draw a land instead of this turn. Incredibly unlucky. I can't even, they're dead, right? I can't process. We have 2 masks now. In this, each of the masks is 6. Oh, each of the masks is only 4, right? It's 8, 15, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. They go block, 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 block. And then this is only 18. I think they go to 1 and they lose their board. I think we're 1 short, but they lose everything, and I think I'm okay with that. But because I keep the 2/2 zombies, right? I also keep the Storm Herald. Yeah, I keep these 2. I keep these 3. So we should be good here. No, they have Death Touch. JK LOL. That's fine. We keep 2 2/2s. Yeah, they go to 1 with these blocks. But we keep these. Correct, yeah. Leaving stuff on top didn't matter because the Citrus was bidding it. Is correct. I was gonna board in some Maelstrom Pulses here on the draw and call it a day. I'll reassess once we see how they sideboard. No, they do sniff power. I mean, like, if the game was gonna get that long, Dwight. In. Like I said, pretty sure Leon's binding calls, just like everything you want and more. I got my 2 pair. Take your discard spell and put it wherever you want. Hopefully somewhere unpleasant. All right, step 1 accomplished. Turn 5, 80/77 lifelink trample. That's great. Looks like they're playing Abzan Adventures. Makes sense. That was a sweet one we played before. I agree. Binding into call seems like that's basically always a keep. No blocks. So if this is the Stone Cold Nuts on the mill, we can kill them this turn. Pretty unlikely, though. Get some chip shots in here, just in case we don't mill any other good enchantments. Do we have Trample yet? We don't have Trample yet, right? Oh, yeah, we do. Prodigious Growth. Yeah, Growth and a couple of marks. So, normally, when you have 2 Calls the Dead, you want to mill and then scry. However, I think with this deck, in this situation we're currently in, I want to scry and then mill, right? Especially if they tap out here and don't take my Storm Herald away, I want to try and set myself up to put key enchantments into the graveyard next turn. Well, now it doesn't matter. I want to play around Disfigure, right? Oh, if I would have stacked the other way, I would have gotten a Scry one. I think I'm supposed to play around Disfigure, right? Did my Abzan Adventures play Disfigure? I'm gonna peek at past Jeff. All right, Abzan. Oh, they could just be leaving up Thrashing Brontodon. If they leave up Thrashy B, I don't have another. I do have 2 Trample enchantments. It's still not lethal though, then, right? Because it's only 7, 11, 16. It is lethal. All right, screw it. No, am I 1 short again? God, am I 1 short again? They could kill a 7, put it to 14, and then block. Yeah, we were 1 short again, technically, right? All right, I like to end on a high note. This one was super successful. I would definitely play this again. I need to when time permits, I'm not going to have time to add new stuff to the website until after the historic tournament happens, because all my extra content time until the historic tournament happens is going to working that out. But I'm definitely going to add a meme section to the historic pool on the website at some point, and this is definitely going to be a part of that. I was really surprised at the consistency through which this deck executed its game plan. Having Binding of the Titans and these 6 draw spells really helps you get to Herald consistently. Having Omen of the Dead helps you get to it consistently. The sideboard plan also just felt really clean and stellar. Cacophony and Setessan Champion, along with the Remorse and the Maelstrom Pulses, really felt like a really elegant pivot post board where, like, we weren't doing the thing we were doing game 1, but we were still leveraging synergies we have with the sideboard cards with stuff we had game 1 to start. Yeah, this one was sweet for sure. All right, what are we doing? We've got 1 or 2 more historic decks today, depending on how long they go. We've got some Bantfall coming up next, guaranteed. I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll while I get my client restart and everything flipped over. When we get back, we're going to play some Bantfall the Thran and kill some lands here. So BRB, thanks for hanging out today, folks. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, the whole point of the tournament is to make content. So the tournament round by round will be cut up and added to YouTube.